If you have a nice bottle of sake and you want to know how to store it, here's the short answer. Put it in your fridge. You want to know why? I'll tell you. The reason we keep and store the sake in the fridge is because we want to keep the flavor and aromas the brewmaster decided to have. If you store it the wrong way, don't worry, it won't go bad, but flavors and aroma will probably change. So at the end, the most important thing is, does it taste good or not? So that's your choice. Try, if you like it, drink it. If not, use it for cooking. Sake doesn't have an expiration date, but it has definitely a date. You can check it, it's on the label, and it's the bottling date. Usually you should drink sake fresh or young, which means 2 years from the bottling date. You might notice that's different from wine. Wine, you can keep it there for a few years and enjoy the aging and enjoy different flavors in the time, but sake, I would recommend to definitely drink it young and fresh. As I mentioned earlier, the best way to store sake is in the fridge. I work as a sake sommelier, so I have a few bottles. I store them in this wine fridge, and it's definitely so after opening the bottle. So open bottle in the fridge, and it will keep nice 1 or 2 weeks. But don't worry if it's 3 or 4 weeks, just try it out, how the flavors are, it won't be bad. If you have a closed bottle of sake and you want to store it not in the fridge because you need more space, then I will give you the do's and don'ts of sake storage. So the don'ts are sun or sunshine and heat, because this will change the flavor and aroma. So I see some people storing their sake in some kind of cabinets, like in kitchen or in the living room. Yes, it protects their sake from sunlight, but it can get pretty hot. So I would recommend to store the sake in the basement, where it's protected from sunlight and it's pretty cool. So the do's are, actually there's only one do, and that's to keep the bottle upright. And there's actually 2 reasons behind that. One, the surface, if you keep it upright, the surface of the sake touching with oxygen is smaller, and this will keep the flavor fresher the longest. And the second reason is the lid of the sake bottle usually is plastic or aluminum, and you don't want it to touch the sake for a long time, because this will definitely influence the flavor. There's one exception to all the things I just said, and that is nama sake. Nama, that means raw sake. And the meaning is it's not being pasteurized. You can tell if it's nama sake or not by looking at the bottle and the label. So you will find the kanji for nama, which is nama. If you have a bottle of nama sake, you should know nama sake is definitely more delicate to keep flavor and aroma. So keep it in the fridge even if the bottle is closed. And I recommend to drink it in 6 months. That's actually all you really need to know about storing sake. So come by.